This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com. The owner of the WWE, Vince McMahon, was back at Raw last night at the gorilla position, just behind the curtain. The official reason he was there was to visit talent, but of course, I don't think he was ever really gone, to be honest. But of course, Triple H now does admit that Vince has his hand in the creative again. John Cena returned, made the match with Austin Theory official for WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins and Logan Paul also made their match official. I still think the bigger match would have been Logan Paul against John Cena, but for whatever reason they're not going that way. I would predict that Cena will lose to Austin Theory and Logan Paul will beat Seth Rollins because Logan Paul hasn't won for a while. John Jones, of course, made his return to the UFC over the weekend at heavyweight, beating Cyril Gang and beat him in about 2 minutes. Very impressive first fight back in a long time, and just destroyed his opponent. And it looks like he's going to be fighting Stipe Miocic over the summer. And of course, Miocic has put on about 30 pounds of muscle recently, so he'll be bigger than he was than when he fought Ngannou. AEW had their Revolution pay-per-view. I think it was called Revolution anyways, from San Francisco over the weekend. And MJF retained his title. The big controversy was, I guess he threw some tequila on a fan and it got in the fan's eye. It was a small child, but apparently that kid is getting free tickets to Dynamite on Wednesday to make up for that. So the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan himself, checking in, says Vince was probably behind the scenes the entire time. Yeah, probably. I mean, it is his company. Hello. Nice to see you. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the Ken Patera interview that Jack Kilby did on the Great North Wrestling podcast on Sunday. By the way, Chad Wicks from the Dix tag team ended up being a total flake, but his tag team partner, Tank Toland, is going to do an interview with me this coming Wednesday. So that Chad Wicks guy had a lot of heat backstage. I can understand why. Bob, potentially, you can email greatnorthwrestling@gmail.com with an offer of how much you'd want to pay for an autograph photo if you want one. The Hulkster says the AEW pay-per-view wasn't bad. Very good. I am going to do a watch-along for the WrestleManias this year, but I didn't feel like watching the AEW pay-per-view. Nothing, as a fan, I don't. The only thing that really stood out to me from the results was, actually, I will say this: I did watch the media thing after that Tony Khan and MJF did, and MJF was entertaining on that. I will say that, and he made the title seem valuable, unlike CM Punk's media scrum. And the other thing I noticed about the AEW media scrum compared to WWE is WWE's post-pay-per-views, press conferences are pretty much total works with only soft questions being asked, where Tony Khan was getting more of the harder hitting questions asked during his media scrum. Bob, I don't do a lot of signatures. So honestly, I would need at least $50 American. Otherwise, it's not worth my time. Have a great day, everybody.